I have a problem, but I've always delayed it for other things. I set it aside. There was a bit of fear involved. What might happen? Could I face some distressing issues post-operation? How did I come across Mr. Ali? To be honest, I researched online about doctors who excel in this area. I found 1 or 2 doctors. During that time, I had seen it on TV in earlier stages. I read through patient comments as well. There was another doctor I was considering. After reading the reviews, I found some negative points about that doctor, particularly being very aloof and harsh with patients. It's already a kind of operation that I'm hesitant about, that I fear, that I'm scared of. I don't have high expectations for a perfect result at all. I just wanted to be pleased with what I would see when I looked in the mirror. I'm not talking about wearing a mini skirt and throwing myself out onto the streets. I wanted the pants I wore to fit me well, because in addition to the crookedness, my lower leg was much thinner compared to my upper leg. I checked out a few of his videos and interviews. I also watched his interviews on TV shows. Then I said I would go to Dr. Ali, because I also checked out the other doctors' interviews and the conversations I happened to catch on TV. Something very cold came to me. I don't know. How is Ali teacher? Ali teacher is very good. You need to get that electricity. After all, you're entering with fear. You don't know what the outcome will be. Besides trust, the reassurance, warmth, and energy from the doctor are crucial. He describes the process. While he explains the process, you want to feel secure. Is it just something in your mouth? I don't recall going to the operating room. It's blank after 4 or 5 seconds. After coming out of surgery, well, that first moment, the pain lasted for a few hours. It was uncomfortable, I mean. Dr. Ali had already mentioned that the process would unfold that way. He told me that after the operation, they would put a corset on you in the operating room. He mentioned that once you start to recover a bit after the surgery, you'll want to see. What you see when you look will not be different from your legs before the surgery, he said. You might experience a tremendous disappointment, he added. Please don't be scared. After a while, when you start to get comfortable, you will see how much it has changed. After I opened my eyes and came to my senses a bit, I pulled back the blanket over me. I looked directly like this. Oh no, not those crooked legs again, etc. We went home. After that, the process of getting back on one's feet here at the hospital was a bit painful. The first steps, my walking trial. I came to check my pants. I want them to be comfy when I dress. I don't want to trouble myself, just to not bother Dr. Ali. You know, he's mine. Not to expect me to dress and undress or anything like that. As I said, I did it for myself. I wish I had done it sooner. I had pain for about a week or 10 days. I used my antibiotics and the prescribed medications, but he had already warned me about what might happen before the surgery. You saw the before and after photos. I saw them, yes. Is it worth it for this surgery? I should have done it. Now there is this. I did it for myself, as I said. I wanted to be satisfied with what I saw when I looked. It's only about myself. Thus, even when putting on and taking off clothes, I still see this crooked leg in the mirror. I want miniskirts to arrive this summer. No, it's not really about that. It's not for that. It's for me. Just for me. Well, there's something happening now. We are experiencing a life that is extremely busy and filled with stress. One must truly find ways to be happy. To explain, in the mornings, I check myself in the mirror while getting dressed. In the evenings, I look again while changing clothes. I think it looks beautiful. I wish I had done it earlier. I wish I had planned my priorities accordingly, because what happens is, I think, let me do this too, wait, let me do that too, wait. I wonder if it will be a problem. What if I get into bigger trouble? Can I walk like I used to? Will there be any setbacks? Could there be persistent pain? You see, there is something about it. Every day, there are numerous disaster stories about aesthetics on TV. Some individuals undergo absurd treatments in underground places and face horrifying outcomes. When I consider having this operation, I've made my decision. I'm going to do it. Everyone in the family responds with, have you gone crazy? At this stage of life, at this age, by the way, I'm 49, are you going to create problems at this age? What if something goes wrong? What if it doesn't go as planned? Where did you discover that doctor? I monitor them through social media. It pops into my head every now and then. I'm looking into it. Then I tell myself, oh please don't complicate things now. From now on I can wear a mini skirt or shorts, just like I said. I really don't have anything like that. However, I wanted it to sit straight when I wore just pants. I wanted it to feel right inside. Now when I look in the mirror, there's that aspect too. All right, I understand that you were created that way, but I was really fed up with looking at your twisted legs. I suppose I should have given it priority. If I had done it much sooner, it might have been better. It has an incredible impact on a person. There's no need for anyone to know. I didn't tell anyone in my work environment anyway. It's incredible. I take a look in the mirror while getting dressed in the morning and undressed in the evening. A glance to the right, to the left, to the front, to the back. I lie down. It's very nice. There's also something like this. My legs are really thin. The front of my upper thigh was very thin and quite bent. The crookedness of both legs is also different from one another. They're even more crooked than one another. There are legs that we refer to as inwardly curved, just like that. Now, after this operation, our instructor mentioned something. We can achieve 80–90%. Because they were thinner than each other. Normally, it was a thin one that was lowered. When I look at it, I see a leg that is 100% straight. Additionally, since the leg is straight, the leg seems longer. Yes, when the leg is bent, when you look at it, the height seems shorter. But with a straight leg, the leg length also appears longer. It's entirely like, we say they are years wasted. I wish you had arranged it before. We are joyful. I was quite satisfied with it. I believe that about 80–90% of that crookedness will get better. How much can it really be corrected? How much clear image can be provided? They say it looks like a pencil, It's impossible. I thought that when I put them side by side, there would definitely be a gap. I thought it wouldn't be completely straight, but now that I touch it, what am I drinking? I am very, very satisfied. As I mentioned, the doctor's proficiency is very important to me, but the energy is key. The patient's approach is very important. You don't know the outcome when you go to a stern, sour-faced doctor. I have never undergone any surgery in my life. It's even more intimidating. At this stage, everyone says it's a concern. No, I wish I had done it sooner. I've been following Ali Bey for 4 to 5 years, but I never had the courage. Call it cowardice or procrastination, Always be yourself first. I was quite happy. I didn't think it would be that good. However, after a month, I glanced at myself in the mirror and saw this. I can't believe it. You don't realize it at first because you see it daily. There was swelling, and my legs felt like logs initially, like a stick. I thought, oh God, will this go down? When I wear socks, it leaves marks because of the swelling. I'm careful while dressing and walking. I don't want anyone to touch me. There was a bit of hesitation, a bit of fear. But it was all worth it. Like I said, the first week was somewhat dull when standing up. I experienced some discomfort while trying to stay still, but it was truly worth it. It was definitely worth it. It was more than worth it. I'm somewhat timid. I was always anxious and hesitant about these things. Thank you. I was glad. I didn't think I'd see a full 100% improvement. My legs, which are thin, have also filled out a bit.
After so much discussion, patients want to see a before and after. Can we share it?
I told Ali Hoka as well. There's no problem at all. I just looked at the footage again with Ali Hoka. Currently, I'm attempting to look at the mirror from behind while facing it, but what can you say? A photo needs to be taken. The people at home will also take a photo with my legs. I'll look and so on. Isn't that right? It didn't occur to me. So beautiful, fantastic. I didn't anticipate this. There will surely be an 80–90% gap. 2 fingers can get in. I thought it would get better, but not like this.